Welcome to our channel. Midsummer Murders aired its very first episode back in 1997, but now, 28 years on, along the way, there have been many changes to the cast. Where are the actors who are no longer involved in the show now? In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Midsummer Murders changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1997, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Barry Jackson as Dr. George Bullard. Born the 29th of March 1938, the original pathologist working with the Coston police and the husband of Catherine, Kath, Bullard was in the show for 14 series. Age filming, 59 years old. He went about his work with a professional skill and a cheery demeanor. And fans will know he was a good friend of Tom's. The actor then appeared in the BBC afternoon soap Doctors for 7 years, where he played a series of characters. Sadly, Barry passed away from cancer in December 2013, aged 75. Daniel Casey as Detective Sergeant Gavin Troy. Born the 1st of June 1972. Daniel Casey is famed for playing Tom Barnaby's original sidekick DS Gavin Troy in the first 7 seasons of Midsummer Murders at the age of 31. His age was a point often commented on, but he was a very bright and ambitious police sergeant. Following his departure, Daniel briefly returned as Gavin in season 11 for the wedding of Tom's daughter Cully. Since leaving the village, Daniel has landed roles in Inspector George Gently, Casualty, and most notably EastEnders, in which he portrayed Tom Bailey. Now he is 53 years old. Jason Hughes as Detective Sergeant Benjamin Jones. Born the 15th of December 1970. Joining the show as Sergeant Ben Jones at the age of 35 in season 9. Jason Hughes left Midsummer Murders in season 15. After returning for a guest appearance in season 19, DS Benjamin Jones was officially gone for good. In the years that followed, Jason has starred in Death in Paradise, Marcella, The Pact and Save the Cinema. Hughes calls himself a family man, and part of what caused him to leave Midsummer Murders was being away from home for up to 6 months. When he isn't acting or spending time with his wife and children, Hughes goes swimming and does yoga. Now he is 55 years old. Gwilym Lee as Detective Sergeant Charlie Nelson. Born the 24th of November 1983. Played by Gwilym Lee at the age of 30. DS Charlie Nelson was DCI Tom Barnaby's second sidekick. Appearing on seasons 16, 17 and 18 of Midsummer Murders, he is also the first sidekick to not have worked with DCI Tom Barnaby. Nelson differed from previous sidekicks. His appearance was informal and he did not typically wear a suit or tie. He was also more decisive than many of his predecessors, taking initiative and often having things done before being asked by DCI Barnaby. Since leaving the show, Gwilym Lee has had multiple TV roles, including parts on Jamestown and Hulu's The Great. Lee has also appeared on the silver screen, starring in one of the biggest films of the decade. He played guitarist Brian May in the Freddie Mercury biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody, for which he was nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award. Now he is 41 years old. Laura Howard as Cully Barnaby. Born as Laura Simmons, 1977 in Chiswick, London. Age filming, 33 years old. Like her TV parents, Laura Howard left Midsummer Murders in 2011. Cast as Tom and Joyce's daughter Cully Barnaby, the actress bowed out of the program in season 13 when her character tied the knot with Simon Dixon and left the village to pursue an acting career in London. A regular fixture on our screens. Following Midsummer Murders, you may have spotted her in Doctors, Casualty and Call the Midwife. According to IMDb, her most recent role was as DCI Smith in a 2023 episode of Cobra. Now she is 48 years old. Jane Wymark as Joyce Barnaby. Born the 31st of October 1952. Jane Wymark appeared as DCI Barnaby's wife at the age of 45. Joyce, she was a friendly and well-liked woman with many hobbies which were featured depending on the focus of the episode. Before exiting the show in 2011, at the time, fans speculated that Jane had been asked to leave the drama to coincide with John Nettles' storyline. The actress said she was ready for a different role, free to explore new avenues. Jane has since appeared in the miniseries Joe, and the National Theatre's 2014 production of Medea. Now she is 72 years old. Fiona Dolman as Sarah Barnaby. Born the 30th of January 1970. Fiona Dolman plays the character Sarah Barnaby at the age of 41 in the British TV series Midsummer Murders. She joined the show as the wife of DCI Tom Barnaby, played by Neil Dudgeon, in 2011. When she replaced the character of Joyce Barnaby, played by Jane Wymark, after the latter's departure. Sarah is a supportive and loving partner to John, offering a contrast to his sometimes serious and intense nature. Her character brings warmth and balance to the show and has been well received by fans. Now she is 55 years old. Toby Jones as Dan Peterson. Born the 7th of September 1966. Toby Jones enjoyed a short stint in Midsomer Murders at the age of 33. Appearing as Dan Peterson in 4 episodes of the hit show between 1999 and 2000. Revered as one of Britain's finest actors, Toby has since appeared in major film franchises including Harry Potter and The Hunger Games. Among his endless TV credits, the 57-year-old has featured in Sherlock, The Long Shadow and Mr. Bates vs. the Post Office, to name a few. Now he is 59 years old. John Hopkins as Detective Sergeant Dan Scott. Born 1975, played by John Hopkins at the age of 29. DS Dan Scott was DCI Tom Barnaby's second sidekick. Appearing in seasons 7 and 8 of Midsomer Murders. A city boy, Scott was initially reluctant to work with DCI Barnaby. He believed that his transfer from London to sleepy Midsomer was a form of punishment. So he was keen to prove himself a good detective. Since then, John Hopkins has starred as Lowell in Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland and Sir Francis Bassett in Poldark, as well as a wide range of smaller roles across British television. John Hopkins has also provided voiceover work for a number of video games, including the Hitman and Assassin's Creed franchises. In 2017, he received 2 award nominations for his voiceover work as Erend in the video game Horizon Zero Dawn. Now he is 50. Nick Hendricks as Detective Sergeant Jamie Winter. Born the 19th of March 1985. DS Jamie Winter, played by actor Nick Hendricks at the age of 31 in the British crime drama Midsomer Murders. He joined the show in 2016 during its 19th series, becoming a key character alongside DCI John Barnaby, played by Neil Dudgeon. Jamie Winter is portrayed as a sharp, witty, and sometimes cynical character with a dry sense of humor. He brings a more modern, urban dynamic to the show compared to the previous detectives, offering a fresh contrast to the traditional charm and country atmosphere of the Midsomer setting. Now he is 40 years old. Annette Badland as Fleur Perkins. Born the 26th of August 1950. Annette Badland portrays Fleur Perkins in Midsomer Murders at the age of 61. She is introduced as a pathologist in the series, working alongside the detectives to help solve various murders in the fictional English county of Midsomer. Fleur is known for her straightforward, no-nonsense approach to her work, providing a touch of dry humor and wit in her interactions with the police team. Her character adds an additional layer of professionalism to the investigative team, and her presence brings a unique dynamic to the series. Annette Badland's portrayal of Fleur Perkins has been appreciated by fans for her engaging performance and strong character. Now she is 75 years old. John Nettles as DCI Tom Barnaby. Born the 11th of October 1943. John Nettles was the village's original detective, Tom Barnaby, at the age of 54, after leading the series for 14 years. However, the fan favorite waved goodbye in 2011. Following his departure from the show, John has starred in The Toast of London and Poldark. He's also lent his voice to docuseries Devon and Cornwall and My Unique B&B. Serving as a narrator, away from the cameras, John will celebrate his 30th wedding anniversary with his wife, Catherine Seeley, next year. He's also a proud dad to his daughter, Emma Nettles. Now he is 81 years old.